Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 8, read.
Target. 25, check 25. 36, 30.
Go out.
Slam.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Mike 51.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You think you won't get this?
Gone.
You think you won't get this?
Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Get out of here, baby. Hey, Mike 51. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Back to throw. Patterson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Tucker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go! I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
Great.
57 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now Newton. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Gun.
Mike 57. Right. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Tighten up.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Got some room at the 30. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Gun, gun, gun.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. He hits more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Go now. 70, Indy. Leo.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Yes. Ready?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Joker.
Get it.
They run for it with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Rock it.
Let's get there.
Go. Down.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Come on, set. 60 or.
He don't know no better. 59, Mark, 59.
Hey, Wahoo.
We didn't want this.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Patterson. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Alert flare.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike to 59. I'm on. Deuce.
Protein spill.
Mike 5'9. Watch the pass. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Let go.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Get ready, get ready.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. He finds his running back, Mixon. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check, 59.
Yep.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the ready.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Five.
Watch the boot. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, watch the slap.
Look at me. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Patterson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check, 59.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
Let's go. Get it.
Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? You got nothing.
Throwing on third and long. Newton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
20.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Shift. Check nine.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton, flush to his right. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Mike's going
That's it. Left 80.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Check tight end.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch. He's coming.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mike is 59. And it's getting in home.
Hey!
I smell fear in it almost. I smell
To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. On 4th down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Again, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go,
That's the
baby.
end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bengals 21, Panthers 14.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. 54. I'm trying to collect.
Check it out, Reed. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Bam, bam.
Twins.
Hey, zoom. Hey.
You got motion, man. You got motion, man.
On first down, Patterson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Pilot, 64, weak.
59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Foxtrot.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Say go.
Throwing again, Patterson. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bengals first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Mike to 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Topper. Shoot.
A quick throw now complete to Ross.
Patterson's pass. Complete to
Get him,
John
boys.
Ross.
Get him, boys.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check three.
Hard.
No. Off.
You're out.
Check 26.
Check.
Showing it.
Now. Fight.
From the gun, Patterson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check 90.
22 jet bomber.
Mike's 59.
Hey, exit.
Hey, it's just me and you. Check.
Yes.
He's 59. Mike to 59. Your track, your track.
Hey, Haywood. Big grip, big grip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Let's go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Switch gears.
Brings up second and 7.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
Mike, check. 59.
Ready?
Off play action. Patterson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Ready?
Squeeze.
8.
59. I'm coming for you.
Let's go.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I can't believe they let you play.
I get it.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd and 10, Newton flushed out right. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
What's that? 780.
Here we go.
Gun.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game.
Look at it. Hey!
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen.
throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From a yard out, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, a couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Bengals drive about to get going. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Look at me. Score.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Alpha.
3 buzz.
2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Go. Go.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
The Panthers take over first and 10
Bring it up.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. It's a tie game. You don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get off the field.
Now it's Newton. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, wahoo!
Who that? Who that?
Dude.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He completes it to Boyd. A gain there of 21 yards.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go set. 70, Indy.
It's been a long day for you. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Under 10, 10.
5.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
50, plant.
Rush in,
He's tackled
rush
at the
in,
40-yard
rush
line.
in.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Switch, switch,
40-yard
switch.
line.
80 weapon. Sit up. Sleep grip, sleep grip.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for John
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Watch the safety creep.
Bam, bam.
Check, check, check.
What? Squeeze.
Kill, kill, kill.
Get it.
On first down, Nixon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. General West.
Tight guard, tight guard, tight guard.
Smith.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. He gets this one to Boyd. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Shoot.
Blue draw quarters.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Yo, go, now.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
18.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Protein spill. You're out.
Check 49, check 49.
Hey.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bengals, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,